Butterfly Kidz, the 7 magical steps. Hello, my name is Luna Rose, but all my friends call me Rose, and I'm here to tell you a story you can believe about my wonderful friends called the Butterfly Kidz. One warm, starry-filled night, the Butterfly Kidz were living as very old spirits of the flowers in the trees. Here, the secret of the Butterfly Kid was hidden inside every child's heart. But there are no mistakes, only lessons, as every little girl and boy comes to understand that the only way to discover their magical secret is by learning to believe in themselves. Butterfly Kidz, the 7 magical steps.
Come with us to our land of dreams, with magical creatures and crystal streams. Come with us to our place of love, where we can fly in the stars above. Butterfly Kids, we stick together. Butterfly Kids, we're friends forever. Butterfly Kids, join the adventure. Butterfly Kids, we are the Butterfly Kids.
Step 1.
I am magical because I can unhook the key from Kant and say, I can.
It was a beautiful, fresh summer's day, and the whole forest buzzed with excitement. This was no ordinary day, as Magic, one of the Butterfly Kids, had organised a soccer game. All the Butterfly Kids loved soccer, and they'd spent the whole week collecting acorns for soccer balls. A team of field mice cleared a space between the large oak trees for a field. Magic even asked Spinner, the forest spider, to spin soccer goal nets. Spinner spun the most beautiful shimmering nets ever. Copper, the squirrel, was asked to be the referee. As soon as all the Butterfly Kids were in place, he grabbed an acorn and ran to the centre of the field. He blew his whistle and the game started. All the animals squeaked and squawked and cheered on their teams as only forest animals can. However, one little boy watching the game was very quiet. His name was Kant, and he didn't come from this part of the forest. He had wandered off from home. When he heard the loud cheering, his curiosity won and he went to see what was happening. He stood behind the forest animals watching the game in silence. He admired Magic's swift and skillful moves. Magic was very good, and Kant was amazed that the girls could play soccer just as well as boys could. The animals shouted. Magic had just scored another goal for her team.
Wow!
Kant thought.
I wish I could play soccer like that, but I'm so clumsy. I'd just make a fool of myself.
Copper blew the whistle to signal half-time. All the soccer players were served by Buzzy, the bee with sweet flower nectar for refreshments. The players seated themselves in the shade of the large maple tree to rest. Magic was about to sit down when she saw Kant sitting all by himself at the back of the clearing. She walked through the crowd and plunked herself down next to Kant.
Hello, my name is Magic. I don't think I've met you before. Hello,
said Kant, shy in front of the soccer star.
my name is Kant. Well, actually, it's Can, but all the children call me Kant. I've never been this far into the forest before, but I'm so glad I came. You're a wonderful soccer player. I wish I could play like you do, Magic. Well,
said Magic.
I'm Poot. Why don't you take my place for the rest of the game? Oh no, I'm too slow and clumsy. Everyone will just laugh at me. You'll do fine,
said Magic. After much persuasion, Magic convinced Kant to take her place on the field. Copper signalled to the players to take their places on the field. Kant stood there with his head bowed, not looking up even when Copper blew the whistle to start the game. Kant was so busy paying attention to the scary thoughts in his head. Thoughts of how clumsy he was, and how little he knew about soccer, and how slowly he ran, that he didn't notice the game had started until the ball rolled against his foot. Kant was so scared of being bumped by the other players as they rushed towards the ball that he squeaked and fell to the ground, curling his soft body into a tiny ball. Only when the whistle blew to end the game did Kant uncurl and walk off the field, his head still hanging down. Kant was very unhappy as he walked off the field. He tried very hard not to cry when he saw Magic.
You see, Magic, I told you I can't play. I warned you I never get anything right. And now all because of me, your team lost the game.
And I'll bet you feel like nobody likes you and no one will ever want to play with you again,
said Magic, nodding her head.
Yes. How did you know that?
Asked Kant as they left the crowd and walked through the forest of dreams towards the golden pond.
I know,
answered Magic.
Because you sound just like I did when I didn't believe in myself.
Kant looked at Magic in amazement.
You couldn't have been an unconfident child. You're so graceful and quick.
Magic laughed at Kant's disbelief.
But I was. And I worried all the time that I wouldn't be good enough. Just like you did today.
Kant's jaw dropped open as he realized that Magic was telling the truth.
Please tell me what the secret is. Is it a magical potion or a spell? Please tell me, Magic. I want to be just like you.
They reached the golden pond and sat down on a giant water lily, their little feet dangling in the cool, clear water.
There is no magic potion that will make you just like me,
Magic answered slowly.
There isn't a spell that will, poof, turn you into a butterfly kid. The secret is inside you. All you have to do is believe in yourself.
Kant dropped his head lower and whispered,
I don't know how.
Magic leaned forward to stare at Kant's face.
You must learn to unhook the T from can't and change it to can. Stop telling yourself that you can't do anything and start saying, I can. When you're playing soccer and the ball comes to you, don't be scared. Don't think of losing it. Think of winning it and aim at scoring a goal. Believing and feeling that you can do it will help you. But you need to practice too. If you really learn to believe in yourself, then you will be able to unhook the T from can't forever and turn into a butterfly kid, just like me.
Magic encouraged Kant as much as possible, but knew that he needed some time to think things over. Magic said goodbye to Kant, leaving him with a rose petal invitation. It read,
Dear Kant, a happy reminder in all that you do are these two little words to always help you. I can. Please meet us for soccer next Thursday at noon. See you soon. Love, Magic.
Kant sat on the giant lily leaf, holding the invitation in his hand, lost in thought. Magic's speech spun around and around in his head. He stared blankly at the rippling water, and then his eyes focused on his reflection in the pond, as if it was a dream where anything was possible. He looked at himself with a pair of bright, shining eyes as if for the first time. He didn't see Kant, the clumsy little boy. He saw someone with potential, someone who could achieve anything he set his mind to. He whispered.
Yes, I can.
Kant jumped up from the leaf, running home as fast as possible. He stuck the rose petal invitation on his mirror, and every morning when he woke up, he read these two words.
I can.
Every day he left home to practice soccer in the clearing left by the forest animals. Every time Kant kicked the ball, he told himself,
I can play soccer.
every time Kant ran with the ball towards the goal nets, he saw how he scored a goal in his imagination. Kant was determined to be at the game on Thursday and to play on Magic's team. The big day soon came. Kant practiced on the edge of the clearing. Magic was thrilled that her new friend was there. She really liked Kant and hoped that he had learnt to believe in himself and would feel it in his heart. Soon, Copper, the squirrel referee, stood in the centre of the field and blew his whistle to start the game.
Good luck!
Shouted Magic as the other team kicked the ball first. Kant was nervous in the beginning, but kept on repeating those two words.
I can.
He played very well and soon had the ball at his feet. Kant dribbled the ball towards the shimmering nets to kick a goal when he fell to the ground. One of the other team's players had snuck a foot in and tackled the ball away from him. Kant felt tears come to his eyes when he looked up. He saw Magic standing at the side of the field, cheering him on.
I can.
He whispered to himself.
I can.
With lightning speed, Kant jumped up and raced after the other player, slipped his foot behind the ball and turned and kicked. The ball sped past all the other players straight into the goals. Everyone shouted, with Magic waving the little dandelion pom-poms and cheering even louder. Magic now knew that Kant was a winner, not only because he scored a goal, but he had discovered the secret inside himself. Magic rushed up to Kant as his team ran off the field, waving their hands at the crowd.
You realize that you've unhooked the tea from Kant forever. Your name is now Can.
I can.
He shouted, grinning from ear to ear.
I'm so happy. I feel I could fly.
You are flying.
Laughed Magic. Can looked down to discover that Magic was telling the truth. His feet were above the ground and a set of big butterfly wings flapped behind him.
You look very handsome.
Said Magic, giving Can a big butterfly kiss. Can felt proud of his new name and his new friend and his new secret and his first goal. But when he saw that his wings were a different colour to Magic's wings, he stopped smiling.
Magic, why are my wings different to yours?
He asked Magic sadly.
No two butterfly kids ever look the same. Just like there aren't two snowflakes that are ever exactly the same.
Explained Magic.
We all have different color, hair, eyes, and skin. Everyone is unique, and that's what makes us all special.
Can grinned at the thought of being special.
I want to let all the other children know that they're special too.
Together, these two new best friends set out to spread the secret of the butterfly kids to all the children.
Is there a potion, a special spell? Is it like magic? Oh, please won't you tell? Well, it isn't a potion or a special spell, and you don't need magic or a wishing well. I'll share my secrets, so listen to me. If you think you can't, then unhook the tea. I'll share my secrets, so listen to me. If you think you can't, then unhook the tea. think you can't, then unhook the tea. I'll share my secrets, so listen to me. If you think you can't, then unhook the tea.